His real love was football. And when he's doing something, he never talks about what I'm going to do or I wish I could do. He just puts it together, and as long as it makes sense, he goes for it.
It's a common fact that everyone loves an underdog story. I mean, why not? You cheer for their journey, patiently awaiting their crowning moments, while saluting and praising their struggles to the top. Is it the hope that they will overcome the odds, or is it the security that if they fail, there's nothing to lose? No harm done, no foul play. You have already predetermined the end of this story, and you think they never truly had a shot to begin with. Now, the other end, the other side, where the grass looks green, but isn't always green. What about the people's favorite, the top dog, the head honcho, the chosen one, the one that is always expected to succeed when the odds are stacked against him? But everyone still looks at him as the safest pick in the fight, just in case. How do you deal with that pressure to provide, to perform, to live up to the hype, to prove why you are chosen, to become the PrimeTime of Culinary? So with the PrimeTime of Culinary, well, first, let me give you why I chose that name, why we chose that name. You know, Deion Primetime Sanders, as you know now, Coach Prime. He was my mentor, father figure, and coach whenever I was playing for Truth. And just what he did with the game is what I want to do with culinary. So that's why I token myself, I crowned myself, I named myself, codename, subname, whatever, the PrimeTime of Culinary whenever I was about 14 or 15. I said, he's the blueprint. So let me take his blueprint, his structure, lay my own foundation, and turn that into this for the culinary industry. So that's what we're doing with the PrimeTime Culinary. And that's my expectation for the book as a whole.
Hey, and thank you for blowing my chef up. I mean, you took him from me, you put him on another level. Chef Hoppie, love you to life. He talk about you all the time, man. I appreciate you for giving him that type of love, though, man. He's a great kid.
Oh, for sure. Chef Hoppie, man, shout out to him. He's definitely the best chef in Dallas, and he makes it work for me.
I met Hoppie my sophomore year in high school. The moment I met Hoppie, I knew, you know. No, I'm bullshit.
Talk up though.
Yeah, like
make sure you hear you. Talk up.
I was just playing, man.
Yeah.
I don't know who or how we started. I did meet Hoppie my sophomore year in high school. We had weightlifting together. I really think I was the one that was like closer to Hoppie first out of like me and Kari's side. Y'all went to church with Hoppie, so y'all knew him a lot earlier than I knew him. But we were school friends, and we turned into best friends, and we turned into business partners from 2013 on. Shit just ain't stopped. Our drive only got harder. His drive has been crazy. You already seen how that's been. From pastries to full-on meals to opening restaurants, opening businesses, HBO, ESPN.
Yeah.
Crazy. That nigga did it all.
Talk money.
Bro, a chef.
A
Chef, and the first one you seen covering shit like that. The first chef you seeing on shit like Hard Knocks.
Yeah. You know how LeBron say more than the athlete?
Yeah.
More than the
chef.
More than the chef.
For real.
So I probably met Hop probably like 13. He might have been 11. Like he said, we went to church with each other, so we grew up from like middle school all the way to now. So that was what, 2006, 2006, 2007. So we've been locked in for quite some time. But just to see it come around full circle for him, you know what I'm saying, in this moment alone, like just experiencing the whole creation behind the cookbook. He been talking about this for about 3 years since the pandemic, really. You know what I'm saying? So we've been locked in since then and just trying to make the focus. But to see him grow and to see him become the man that he is today, and then, you know what I'm saying, just to find his passion beyond sport. You know what I'm saying? We all know he used to play football, and that was his main, you know what I'm saying, one of his main goals. But to see him, you know what I'm saying, realize that he got something else, you know what I'm saying, and to make do with that, you know what I'm saying, to be in this position that he is now, cooking for who he is cooking for, you know what I'm saying. I couldn't be more proud of the man, you know what I'm saying. That's my brother. I think we all can agree to that. Just to, you know what I'm saying, just to see him become who he is has been an amazing journey. Like my man Black Jesus said on Freddie Gibbs' song, God gave you hands, you a chef, my nigga, chef with that boysenberry creme brulee. You know what I'm saying? So to see him actually doing this shit is wild. Like I couldn't I couldn't be more proud of that man, for real though. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's been a lot of long nights, a long grind. And we've all seen it, you know what I'm saying? So to see it come around full circle like this, this shit is amazing. Honestly, this shit is very amazing.
It's day one. We got 5 days to knock out this cookbook. Something that I've been wanting to do, planning to do, been telling everybody I was gonna do for about 3 years now. We're gonna go to Market Street, one of my favorite grocery stores that I like out here, and get our things for today. I think we're gonna do 6 recipes, get the content going on that, and really start to fold out and break out how the week is gonna go. We got 4 or 5 days to knock this out, and it's gonna be a hell of a ride, so let's get to it.
Let's go. Aye, let's go. Aye, yeah.
Good. We're shooting a mini documentary for my cookbook. I'm working on the cookbook. So.
Is this cookbook gonna be good or what?
What you mean you don't know? The best.
The best.
I'm gonna put the oxtails in there. The recipe for the oxtails. So.
See there, oxtail.
Oh, what all we got in this section?
Broccoli.
What's that show we used to always watch at church now about the vegetables? VeggieTales. Gonna get 3 portions, and then get 1 big one too, so that we have different looks. That's why I really want to come whenever I want to just create whatever, because they got all the seafood, all the red meats that you could possibly want. So it's my spot for real. And then let me get 2 of the 4 ounces too. So that way we'll just have the shell, and the shell could be sitting on the plate or something like that.
For sure.
Skimmy. What is that? Shot.
Nigga said Marvin Gaye. Shot.
Al Green. Shot. Oh.
This nigga opened the bag.
People hungry.
I'm hungry too.
Oh. Where we going? Come on, get away from the fire. You carrots all over my neck. No bugs, but you better come correct. No.
So I met Manwell in November of 2021. That's when we officially started, talking and dating. So it's been about a year and a half now. It's been a roller coaster so far. Seeing him start back then in mid-season to then off-season to then back to the season again. Always on the go, seeing behind-the-scenes stuff and just everything that happens day to day with his scheduling and his events and just every hand that he has in different things in the industry. Our first date, he won me over, of course, with his food. Had a whole plate ready for me, my favorite flowers and my favorite candy, and then we went wine tasting. So after that, I knew it was a wrap after that. It's definitely a perk having a boyfriend that can cook on his level. Something that we don't have to really worry about. I don't have to worry about cooking really most of the time. But it definitely is a blessing. He's such a hard worker, takes care of the people around him, his friends, his family, his priority. That's always what it is making sure that everybody he knows is good. I'm really proud of him. The cookbook is something he's been talking about since we first started dating, so now actually seeing it come into fruition is just something to be so proud of, and I think it's going to be amazing. He puts his heart and soul into everything, so I know this is just another thing that'll take him to the next level.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course. Appreciate you coming out. That boy Cat, I don't know if he want to be in New York, Cincinnati, or Dallas, man. I don't know. I can't keep up, man. Pat, if you want to take the rest of the seasons in the garage and stuff like that, y'all let me know what lighting you need. Babe, where's that ring light at?
In the garage.
All right, we'll pull out the ring light as well, so you guys can have stuff for that. Also, we'll have like a drop box that you guys can drop your stuff in, so that we can see have clips for the mini doc, and then you guys will also have it for the personal reels or personal content you want to create. Y'all, how many more do we have coming today?
Like 1 or 2.
We got 1 or 2 more, so y'all, this y'all area, the garage, y'all can rock out. If y'all need something, let one of us know. If we got it, we'll make it happen. We do a lot of content stuff. I don't got y'all type great stuff, but I have a little something to help suffice to try to get the job done for what we need. One of my favorite memories from this whole experience was on I think it was my night 4, everybody else's night 3. All of the creators were sitting around the table, and the homies were here, the partners were here, vibed out, listening to music, drinking wine, and things like that. But just seeing everybody, all of the creators at the table, editing their product, their idea, their vision, but together, was just something that really hit home for me, just because of the fact that it's something that nobody in the room has ever been a part of, or maybe nobody has ever really even thought was possible, just because so many people have their set ways of how they edit and what they're comfortable with. But taking people out of their comfort zone and putting them in a new environment, but in an environment where everybody has the same energy, is just mind-blowing. You could feel the energy throughout the room. You could feel the vibes, and it was just something crazy. I almost teared up being a part of that, but I hear man. What these creatives, I keep talking about the creatives, I'm just blown away. But what these creatives are doing and what they're putting in the book is right up there with the recipes that's in there. The same love, passion, flavor that I'm bringing with the recipes is there with the pictures in the book, is there with the cover of the book, is there with everything that's in the book. So that's what we're doing.
21st prime every time. All of these chain white shine. Feel like prime in 89. That's when I could get fine. Run down the sideline and stare at you birders. Hall of Fame jacket, you know that I'm worth it. Super Bowl rings, and you know that they pearly. 21st prime every time. All of these chain white shine. Feel like prime in 89. That's when I could get fine. Run down the sideline and stare at you birders. Hall of Fame jacket, you know that I'm worth it. Super Bowl rings, and you know that they pearly. I ran up.
Believe me.
Pull these hoes out real quick, man. Which one should I wear tomorrow? I gotta be thinking of the fits.
I just gotta look good from like waist up.
Shit. So I'm wearing a pair of shoes I haven't worn yet all week.
Where we at, right?
Oh, you guys did
What them ones?
Oh, fuck.
That's Mexico.
Which ones?
The ones you just got.
It's navy.
Yeah, man.
White.
Oh, the high tops?
Yeah.
They upstairs.
I know.
Oh, you should wear those?
Yeah.
Hey,
I just
we
said
gotta
wear.
do it.
No, I said wear them.
Yeah, bet.
I like it.
Well, I told you.
He
He didn't know. 80% of the time, they all roll.
was rolling. He walked behind you in the wall. He was like, I got you. I was like, what's up? And he did it. And I was like,
He said, he said, I already had.
I be walking around whispering to niggas. I be like, hey, I need you to walk.
I'm finna be on your ass. You be on the ground and shit.
I'll walk to it. I need you to walk right in the middle of that nigga's video and hit the wall. They be like, what? Just do it.
Do it.
Nobody's gonna say shit to you. Just do it.
I told you I got it for you today, bro. What are you talking
a whole
about?
bunch of
Yeah.
And on top
I got
of
it
that,
for you today.
we're sitting in the year 2023.
This our boy's podcast, Rise and Grind podcast. Roderick Taylor, Jakari. They be going crazy on this joint.
You got the grocery list?
We're working on my cookbook. We're doing this documentary and everything.
Yeah, I saw it up in the crew. We're talking about the cookbook.
Yeah. So how long y'all been a little crew?
How long we been a crew?
Yeah. Well, really your whole crew. Like how long y'all been?
Crew, we've probably been rocked out for about 8 years. Yeah, we've probably been locked in 8 years, man.
That's solid.
It's very rare that we add new people or anything like that, like in the close group. I don't think we've added anybody, but of course we have people that we all cool with and stuff. But my favorite movie, like all time or right now? Disney. Favorite Disney movie? Lion King.
Man, where do I begin? That boy how, man. Man, we met, I say about 15 years ago. I've seen this dude grow like in front of my eyes, and it's crazy because I'm older than him. This guy's done miraculous things, man, and it's amazing. That's all I can say. It's amazing, man. I've seen this dude come from nothing, seen him scrape pennies together to get him and his mama a meal. You know, he had to be a man at a young age, man, to take care of his mom, man, take care of his sister, man. His brother was grown, but he moved out, so it was just him. It's just amazing to see this man just come from the little boy that I seen him as when he was young to the man that he is today. If he got something done, man, I'm right there with him. We had an event to cook at, he calling me. He had something to go do, he calling me. And his cookbook was one of them, man, and it's surreal. Like the whole process of inviting these people out here, man. These people that got experience, but they just getting their feet wet in this industry of this food stuff, man. Giving them this exposure. It has been amazing. And the fact that he's still rolling with the punches, like we've had 14, 15, 16 hour days getting down at this, man. And it's amazing, man. So to be honest, man, I really don't know what to say, because it's just like it's so many words that come to my head when I'm trying to talk about this dude, because he's done nothing but great things since he started. He's put his boots on the ground, strapped them up, and said, let's get it. And honestly, he's rubbed off on every single one of us, man, and everybody can attest to it, of how amazing, man, this dude is. His grind has been, his will has been, his just the way he talks, the way he walks when he come into a building, man. It's Chef Hoppie. Ain't nobody do it like him, man. Hey, prime time, you feel me?
And I still hate this. You said what? You said what? I said let's go check out.
On these niggas, yeah, I'm talking non-stop. Working real hard, even though I'm at the top. Young boss nigga, I ain't punching no clock. Diamonds in the face, I can barely see the watch. Any money more when I walk around the lot. Rolls Royce it done and I drove it off the lot. Had to bring it back, cause that shit costs a lot. Circle real small, shit looking like a dot. I ain't cuffing no bitch, nigga, I ain't no cop. Too much drip, somebody pass me a mop. I be making shit bubble, I be making shit pop. Touchdown in Miami and they waiting at the spot. Me and my niggas playing spades on the yacht. Versace flip flops when I walk around the yacht.
What's some advice you could give me that I could, I don't know, like I want more than what I have now?
I think the main thing would be creating your own lane. So of course there's a bajillion chefs, there's a bajillion bakeries, there's a bajillion everything, but what sets you apart from them? Like what will make me switch my bakeries if I'm already having somebody that already does all my stuff? You just got to do something different. But as you're doing that, you also have to perfect what you're already doing. You might say you're doing this and doing that, but everybody can look in the mirror and be like, okay, well, am I really doing this to my fullest? Am I cutting corners? Or if I have this recipe, should I whisk the eggs just 30 seconds longer? Or should I, just finding those small things to perfect that. Because then once you perfect it and can write it down, anybody can do it, and now you can go into the next thing while that's still being perfect at the same time and still representing you.
We can actually uncenter the table, like move it this way so that you can leave this over here and shit. We just focus.
Alright, well, Ted, come get somebody. I need to. When we rip apart the biscuit, the cheese string is going, so we need to get that.
And the smoke coming out.
You want video or photo?
Both of them. So, like, what's the big picture for for Cam, for you as a brand?
For me as a brand, I want to be able to say I've done, like, I did everything.
Yeah.
I want to say, like, I cooked for, entertainers, NBA players, restaurant business, partner with restaurants, partner with brands.
Yeah.
I just want to say, like, you look at him and say he got in the game and tried to do everything.
Right. For me, the biggest thing for me and my brand is to revolutionize the culinary industry. Whenever I say revolutionize, I mean as far as in changing it into what it actually is and being known for that. So the culinary industry is the only sport that's not classified as a sport. Whenever you look at the definition, by definition, the sport is the exertion of energy for entertainment by one or by a team. So, with all the cooking festivals, cooking shows, competitions, things like that, it's the only sport by definition that's not classified as a sport. We don't have any Nike chef jackets, or we don't have any energy drinks or water companies sponsoring us to replenish our energy, or electrolytes and things like that. So that's what I really kind of want to bring to the forefront. Why all non-slip shoes got to look like clogs or boots or something like that? Why I can't have some Forces that's non-slip or something like that, or something that's plain, so I can look good in the kitchen. One thing that Prime always told me: you look good, feel good. Feel good, play good, they pay good. So it starts with us looking good in the kitchen. I say look good, cook good.
Yeah.
Okay, so
look good,
that's what it started with. That's what it started with. So that's kind of what I want to bring to the table and revolutionize the culinary industry, and just being the first to do it all, groundbreaking, trailblazer type.
Welcome back to Free for All. Well, it should be no surprise to any of you that professional athletes eat well. They have the money, the resources, and all the options in the world to do it. But who doesn't love some home cooking? And that's why several pro athletes in the DFW, many Dallas Cowboys included, have turned to a man by the name of Chef Hoppie to provide some flavorful home cooking.
No other chef is doing what I'm doing at the level that I'm doing it at the age that I'm doing it at.
Consider Chef Hoppie the unofficial member of the Dallas Cowboys. At age 25, he cooks for some of your favorite players along with other pro athletes in the DFW.
Even though you're not in the NFL, you basically still feel like you are, because while they're performing on the field, you're performing in the kitchen.
Right, for sure. And they tell me that all the time too. They're like, nah, Hoppie, you on the team. You're part of the team. You're on the field too. So just even them welcoming that thought and the idea of that is just crazy to me.
Food is unbelievable, that's all I gotta say. Chef Hoppie cooks for many athletes, but in addition to that, in terms of his dream clients, Hoppie told me that he'd love to cook for rapper Lil Baby as his first artist client. And by the way things are going, I'd say he's well on his way. Again, thank you to Chef Hoppie for the time.
When I hop up on that jet, only time I'm ever tripping. Big ol' Sagan really living, every nigga around me living. People thinking that shit sweet, since the nigga out here privileged. Well, go ahead, try that distance. One call his family missing. Ooh, I done turned up, told them what I'm gonna be. Now when I look ahead, I see no one in front of me. They was making fun of me, now them niggas under me. Now them niggas wannabes, all my shoes is double C. People say I don't have fun and I don't get it. Every day I run up digits, to me the fun is in the winning.
So I met Manwell back in 2015 in the summer. We started at the summer feeding program at church together, and he was the chef for the summer feeding program. And so I would go in and help him in the kitchen day to day. From there, we built a friendship. So then from there, we would talk about different plans he had. He would often share his goals and what he wanted to do. And he often talked about the cookbook and how this was one of his many goals that he wanted to achieve, and things that he wanted to do with the cookbook and how he wanted it to look. We've been talking about what he wants in the cookbook, how he wants it to look, what he expects to come out of it. He has been planning to do this cookbook for a long time.
Yeah. This is something that's been long overdue, something that we've been talking about for years. Before the pandemic, 2019, we're doing it. It's actually getting done. One of the things that the main group told ourselves was this was the year of motion, like actually putting our thoughts, our ambitions, the things we aspire to achieve into motion. And I say we're off to a good start.
Hoppie always had drive and like determination. I know everybody else can speak to it. Like high school and on, Hoppie was the one. He didn't have a girlfriend through that. Hoppie was focused. When we would be out partying up until a certain point when he was really, really grown. Hoppie was not drinking.
Nah, I ain't never gonna
Hoppie
do
would
it.
not take a drink. To this day, Hoppie will not smoke your blunt. He will not take your drugs. That man has been steadfast. He's the one that all through school, like, he's not embarrassed about praying in front of you. He's not embarrassed about getting into the Bible, all of that. Like, he's super determined. He's super focused. He always been like that.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, man. Just like the epitome of hard work. I done seen this man just put his head down and just go for it. Like, anytime he got an idea, he just go for it. And we can all attest for that. Yeah. He just don't quit, man. Like,
never.
Anytime he come up with an idea, he like, boom, what can we do? Let me put you on, you know? Everybody in the room, he always try to put his brothers on, man. That's one thing I just respect. Like, he always, of course, you know, as an individual, you want to win yourself, but Hoppie is a person that always gonna look out for everybody, you know, and the room can speak for it. He done looked out for everybody in this room at a certain point in time, you know. So like
everybody at a certain point in time has been paid for their work by Hoppie.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. So it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing, like we said, just to see, like I said, just the epitome of hard work, man. Like we done literally seen this man go from nothing, rock bottom, to all the way to the top, you know. So it's just amazing, man. Like I'm proud of bro. He keep going for it. Like we said, he never stopped, man. Like I've never seen somebody work as hard as this man. Like for real, I swear. Like when he put his mind to it, when he put his head down, he go for it. He gonna make sure he get it no matter what it is. And even if he do fail, he gonna come up with another idea. You know, he gonna come up with something better. He gonna put his brothers on. You know, so. It's just amazing to see what he's done this far, and I can speak for everybody in the room when we say, bro, we proud of you, for real. Like this is amazing. A cookbook, a documentary, like this is crazy. This is insane, you know. So
the last year,
it's amazing, man, for real. Proud of you, bro.
I was speaking with Kari yesterday alone because we were talking about Hoppie's drive and really coming from the bottom type shit. I don't know if Hoppie wants me talking about it, but I don't give a fuck. Growing up through junior high and high school, Hoppie stayed in an apartment without a bed. Hoppie didn't even have a bed. Like, and to see where Hoppie is taking this shit with a whole crew and staff to the type of figures that Hoppie touching these days, man.
Look at the walls, goddamn.
Yeah, we talking room on couch. We're in a movie theater right now. This man didn't have a bed.
Like no cap.
He slept in a recliner.
No, I can attest to that, bro.
You want photos from right now?
They want at least so you can start.
I'm making that orders or whatever. Whichever one you like. Did you show them the basic?
One that I like, yeah, we need to get more of this off this, just like the creative.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, like more of the personality, like how they were here at breakfast this morning, like.
Yeah. Yeah, I pop them like, Rallo. Yeah, you see me getting no Rallo. Yeah, she looking at me, you know how we go. You know we just want to got that bitch that look like mulatto. Hey, bitch, I just hit the lotto. Yeah. Finna come here, I'm sipping on drink, I'm sipping on wine and Moscato. That is that wine. The shit I'm doing is a crime. I sit down, do the time, as long as I get back to the grind. Yeah, but when I come back, I'll be stunning. Your girl got that, she keep running. I told the girl, don't come with that shit, or you gon' start have to run it. I'ma run it up, yeah, I'm a OG. Check me, check the tag, yeah, you know who it be. Yeah, it's T, yeah, and the Chef Hoppie, yeah, you know how we go on this motherfucking beat.
He was like, it's time, I'm tired. Oh, shit.
Like you be telling yourself like, hey, we got this, bro. I went to bed at like 3.
3?
Woke up at 8:30.
Fatigue is in the air. But the best way that I combat that, even, you know, throughout my everyday cooking and everything like that is, you know, think about the ending result. You know, a lot of times I always tell you guys, it's all about the journey, not the destination. But sometimes the thought of the destination is what gets you through the journey. So, you know, thinking about the ending product of what we're doing with this documentary, the ending product of my clients' face and the fact that they're satisfied through the food is what helps me push through a meal or a long week whenever I have to cook for X amount of people or X amount of meals. So the destination is what gets me through the journey in this situation. This is what a natural jackfruit looks like. I'm not getting this. We don't get a can of jackfruit. But just to give you guys an idea of what we're making today for the flatbread. Vegan stuff.
What's this, man? Day three?
Day 3, man. I really been going since like Tuesday. So it's day 4 for me, but it is what it is.
The cream cheese. I gotta make some more. It has powdered sugar and vanilla. Are y'all musicians or something?
I'm a child of God.
See now.
See, I know it. They like a ruffle type bitch. They like twisted clothes.
Number one chips in the game.
My girl like it.
Number 1 chips in the game, bro.
Professional. Kid. Professional.
It's gonna say Big Gucci Kid.
Another thing that I want to touch on is just all my clients. I hate calling them clients because it's like we're family now. You know, Dak, Zeke, CD, the list goes on. Coop, Jalen, T-Hearn. You know, you got a few jerseys around me and everything, as you'll see on the cookbook cover and things like that. Malik Hooker, I'm sorry if I'm missing people. I'm just trying to get it going, but no, there's no Chef Hoppie without the trust that you give to me to come into your home and be a part of your everyday life and be a part of what you do in the field. You know, one of my dreams was to always be in the NFL. I thought I was gonna be in the NFL, retire, be a coach, then be a coach and have my own restaurant. But even now, without me retiring, I'm still in the NFL. I'm in the MLB. I'm in the NBA. I'm in it all. So I'm dreaming. This what I'm living isn't even a dream. This vision is bigger than what was dreamt. So that's just letting you know to always stay awake on you and your aspirations. So, you know, I just wanted to throw a quick shout out to y'all. You know, everything like that. All the people that believed in me all the way up to this point. The list is so long. I never took credit. One of the sayings that's going on nowadays is, I got it out the mud. I did it by myself. It's just me. Yes, it's just me that's right here, sitting right here. But I'm way more than that. Anywhere, all the way from my mom to my pastors, youth pastors, coaches, clients, partners, my team. This is a Picasso. This is a collage.
Man, I met Hop through a mutual friend. His name was Bobby. We went to college together down at Sam Houston, and Hoppie would always come out there, go see him, pick him up, take him back home, stuff like that. So we was cool, but I never had no reason to really talk to him until I started doing graphic design. And he hit me one day around like 2017. He hit me one day. He was like, "Man, I'm trying to grow, man. I need a flyer. We doing these college campus takeovers, man." I made him a flyer. He's like, "Man, you hard." He ain't never hit nobody else up since. And we just been rocking out, and it's been crazy to see that journey. That's somebody I can say that never lets me get comfortable. He never lets me sit still. He never lets me take it easy. It's always something new. It's always something, fresh ideas. Even if we not even finna execute the ideas, we got 1,000 things in my phone, on hard drives, on computers, years old, that we just haven't put out, but they're there. You know what I'm saying? It's like this cookbook. We were supposed to do this cookbook January 2020. Over the years, you know, I tell people all the time, if you really want to build a friendship, go make money with your homies. Because that's one thing we do. We make money together, and we work. We work. So I man, just to see him come into his own, just to see him grow and work with all these people and do all these things, and I know what it takes. You know what I'm saying? I know how hard you have to work. I know how long those days are. We running 18-hour days right now.
Yeah. 2 teaspoons cinnamon. I brought my mom in to make one of the best, or one of the most important recipes in this cookbook. The recipe that got me going. The recipe that inspired it all. It's just crazy for us to sit down, and now I'm teaching her the recipe because, you know, of course I made my own twist and my own turns on the recipe for Chef Hoppie purposes. You know, back in the day they wouldn't get down like I get down now, but I still had the base and we still got in there, and it was fun to be back there. Of course now we butting heads because she want to do it her way, but now the cake need to be done my way. So it's like this her kitchen, but really it's my kitchen. But no, it was great just because of the nostalgic feeling. The nostalgia was definitely there, and it was something that I enjoyed doing.
My hand wasn't dripping. I
Yes,
put my hand.
If people need to sink in their hands still like that, they mean it's
No,
dripping.
my hand was not dripping.
Your hand was dripping, man.
His real love was football, and then he's never been one to kind of say, when I grow up I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. He just kind of does what it is he wants to do, and he happened to bake while he was playing for Truth Football. He happened to bake for them one time, and then he decided, oh, I can make some money doing this. And one weekend we sat down, he baked a socket to me cake, a 7-Up cake, and he did a strawberry cake. We sliced them, bagged them up, and got them ready to sell at one of the Truth games. And that was how he got into baking, but he liked the idea of baking. And Manwell's thing, because he's Manwell to me, has always been how to make money doing whatever it is I'm doing. How can I make some money off of it? And him and one of his other little friends in Truth started a baking company. And that's when he was about 11, 12 when they started that. And that's when he got into decorating cakes. But that was work, because to decorate a cake is work. So he liked the idea of doing it, but the work was, okay, I'm putting a lot of money into doing it, but can I make this money back in doing this? And then he just got into baking, and he stayed with football, and then he just stopped baking for a little while because he realized it was a lot of money to do it. It was money to do this, but other than that, it's what he loves. And when he's doing something, he never talks about what I'm going to do or I wish I could do. He just puts it together, and as long as it makes sense, he goes for it. The circle he's in, the people that are in his circle, his energy, they feed off of his energy, and he feeds off of their energy. And the circle is just, everybody's doing their own thing. So I'm here for my baby.
He's at the points of where not only is his life changed, but our lives have changed as well. So it's just like he said earlier, he put money in everybody's pockets, some form of fashion. Everybody got their own niche. So I think that's why everything works so well together. Right. There's no one person that's doing something the same as somebody else.
Yeah. So the team is cohesive.
Very cohesive. So him being where he's at in life, it helps us. And us being here where we at, it helps him as well, because it keeps, like he said, it keeps that drive going, it keeps our drive going. So I mean, this whole family. Then there's one missing, my man Bobby. We can't forget about Bobby. We can't forget about Bobby. Him and Bobby been locked in for quite some time, and you know what I'm saying? Like, they was selling the place together at one point in time. So
all three of us.
All slanging them plates.
Out the trunk, man. Send me to Walmart to get the ice cream. Out the trunk.
You know what I'm saying? So like I said, man,
he's came through it all. He ain't had nothing in his fridge. He's still going out there making hood plates.
Easy.
Like, you feel me? Like, man, it's It's nothing this guy can do,
For
man.
the people, not even eating.
Like, what you mean? He don't even eat his own food.
What was the jars? What's it called?
Delightful Jars.
Delightful Jars,
Bro,
man. The
this
whole
man-
hood was on the Delightful Jars, man.
Bro, this man don't even eat his own food, man. He works so hard just to provide for others, man. And it's amazing, man. Real life, like he's instilled in all of us, and he's probably younger than all of us, which is crazy.
Younger than all of the chefs doing this shit. Most of the artists and creative celebrities, moguls that you see, it takes them into their 40s and 50s to start publishing works, like whether it be an autobiography, a biography, a cookbook. This nigga's 25.
What do you say? 30 for 30. Yeah,
Forbes
man.
list.
30 under 30
Yeah,
type shit.
Like it's inspiring just to see him. Like growing up with him, man. It's inspiring just to see how hard he works. He makes that go within me. Like it's insane.
This is full circle for him. I'm proud of him.
Big
The
proud.
things that he's been able to accomplish, the things that he's been able to do, not only for himself but for others, and the impact that he's had just by putting pots and pans on the stove. Like, I don't even think people understand. Like, we understand it because we've seen it from, you know, since the very beginning. But people from the outside looking in, they just think he cooking for these high name celebrities. Nah, this man been doing it. He been grinding.
I put your girl in my car. Poppin' these blood every blow. My chain so tight like a nose. Watch I be flexing on you. Riding around we gon' run. Riding around with my crew. Riding around with my crew. Riding around with my crew. I'm riding around with my crew. Riding around with my crew. I'm riding around with my crew. Riding around we gon' run. Watch I be flexing on you. Hey. Bitch, I ain't checking on you. Ay, love bitch, I pity the fool. Yeah. Ay, counting these bills, they be blue. Ay, get the money, snooze, you lose. Ay, I just got rid of my bull. I might just swerve in the cold. I put your girl in my coupe. Poppin' these pills, they be blow. My chain so tight like a nose. Watch I be flexing on you. Riding around we gon' run. Ay, get the money, snooze, you lose. Ay, get the money, snooze, you lose. Ay, get the money, snooze, you lose. Riding around my crew.
I appreciate everybody that's been a part of this process. We threw this together in 3 days. You know, something that most people would say don't do, but I ended up having some free time because of my clients and everybody going to start traveling, and it gave us the opportunity to introduce the off season with Chef Hoppie. This is my off season, but this is really my go season. So that's what this is really the launch of.
And the impact that he's had just by putting pots and pans on the stove.
Nobody's done it with a pot and a stove like this since Pablo Escobar. The GOAT. Chef Hoppie, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't act like you didn't hear it. That nigga was downstairs.
That's right. That nigga hard just now.
I'm the best.
Ah, fuck. I was
my nigga EM. Who? My nigga Elon Musk.
EM just slid
My nigga M. I call him Eminem.
You know, white boy.
Shady. Shady apple.
Chef Hoppie. PrimeTime of Culinary. Himself. Would not be himself without this thing right here, man. Appreciate y'all now. That's a wrap.